Life is suffering. That's one of the fundamental truths we have to confront. But the beauty of being human is that despite the chaos and uncertainty, we can choose to move forward. So let me share with you 5 powerful ideas that can transform the way you engage with the world, each distilled into a quote I hold close. First, compare yourself to who you were yesterday, not to who someone else is today. We live in a world saturated with comparison. Social media, the workplace, even family dynamics, everywhere you turn, someone is better, faster, stronger. But here's the thing, life isn't a competition with others. It's a competition with who you were yesterday. You want to aim at becoming incrementally better, just a little bit better than you were. That's a game you can win. And that's where progress lies. Start by doing something small, something manageable. Clean your room, organize your day. Those seemingly insignificant acts ripple outward into something profound. Next, you should be the strongest person at your father's funeral. This doesn't mean you shouldn't feel pain or grief. Of course you will. But it means cultivating the ability to bear responsibility when it matters most. When life throws its inevitable tragedies at you, your response defines you. Strength in these moments isn't about suppressing emotion. It's about standing up under the weight of what's necessary for yourself and for others who depend on you. That's not just about survival, it's about purpose. Then, tell the truth. Or at least don't lie. Lies corrode your soul. They twist your perception of reality and distance you from the life you could lead. Now, I'm not saying you'll always have the clarity to know the absolute truth, but start by refusing to utter words you know are false. That alone is revolutionary. Truth isn't just a moral principle, it's the path out of chaos. It aligns your speech with reality. And that alignment grants you stability and integrity. Fourth, pursue what is meaningful, not what is expedient. Expediency is the temptation to take the short-term gain, to avoid discomfort, to dodge responsibility. But those shortcuts don't lead anywhere worth going. Meaning emerges when you accept responsibility for improving yourself and your circumstances. Even when it's hard. Especially when it's hard, life becomes worth living when you aim at something higher, something that requires discipline, sacrifice, and effort. Finally, treat yourself like someone you are responsible for helping. Think about it. If someone you cared about deeply was in pain, lost, or unsure, how would you treat them? You'd be patient, encouraging, and firm when necessary. But when it comes to ourselves, we often fall into neglect or even self-sabotage. What would your life look like if you treated yourself as someone you genuinely cared for? That mindset can radically change how you navigate the world. These principles aren't abstract concepts, they're tools. They're actions you can take today to bring a little more order into your life. Because the alternative is chaos, and chaos, my friends, isn't something you want to flirt with. Life is hard, but the path forward is clear. Aim high, take responsibility, and keep moving forward. Jordan Peterson is a renowned psychologist and author whose insights have sparked deep personal reflection and meaningful change for countless individuals. His work doesn't just challenge how we think, it challenges how we live. Through his lectures, writings, and the ideas he shares, Peterson has become a guiding voice for those seeking to navigate the complexities of life with purpose and responsibility. What makes his message so powerful is its universality. It's not about offering easy answers or quick fixes. Instead, it's about confronting uncomfortable truths and using them to forge a path toward a better existence. His words have the power to resonate, not just because they're profound, but because they compel action. They ask something of you. And that's what makes them transformative. There's a certain magic in a quote that can encapsulate an entire way of being in just a few words. A well-crafted statement can pierce through confusion, inspire clarity, and ignite momentum. Peterson's ideas do exactly that. They remind us that progress begins not with grand gestures, but with small, meaningful steps. They challenge us to embrace responsibility, to confront chaos, and to strive for something greater than ourselves. The power of words is undeniable. And when those words come from a place of deep understanding, they carry the weight to transform lives. That is the essence of Jordan Peterson's impact, a call to stand up straight, to aim high, and to move forward with courage and determination. Clean your room. At first glance, it's such a simple statement, almost mundane. But beneath its simplicity lies a profound message about personal responsibility. The idea isn't just about tidying up your physical space, it's about taking ownership of your immediate environment and, by extension, your life. It's about starting with what's in front of you, what you can control, and using that as a foundation for bigger changes. When you clean your room, you're not just organizing objects, you're imposing order on chaos. You're demonstrating that no matter how overwhelming life may seem, you have the capacity to bring a little structure to the world around you. It's an act that says, I am capable of making things better, even if it's just in this small way. And here's the key: those small acts of responsibility compound, they build momentum. They show you that progress is possible. Taking care of the little things teaches you discipline, focus, and the ability to follow through. And once you've mastered that, you realize it scales. The same mindset that lets you organize a messy room allows you to tackle a chaotic schedule, mend strained relationships, or pursue ambitious goals. By addressing the small things, you're building the skills and habits needed to handle the big things. Responsibility isn't something that's imposed on you. It's something you choose. It's about taking ownership not just of your environment, but of your actions, your decisions, and ultimately your future. When you stop blaming external factors and start focusing on what you can do, you begin to see that the power to improve your life has always been within your grasp. Start small. Start where you are. Because every act of responsibility, no matter how minor it seems, is a step towards something greater. And as you take those steps, you'll find yourself not just cleaning your room, but building a life that's meaningful and fulfilling. Life is suffering. That statement may feel stark, but it's undeniably true. Challenges, pain, and loss are unavoidable realities of existence. But that's not the full picture. Within that suffering lies something extraordinary, the opportunity to find meaning. And meaning, as it turns out, is what gives life its depth, its richness, and its value. When you confront challenges, you're forced to grow. Struggles compel you to adapt, to learn, to change. They reveal who you are and who you could become. Every obstacle presents a chance to become stronger, wiser, and more resilient. This process is not easy, it's not supposed to be, but it is necessary. Without challenges, there is no progress. Without suffering, there is no discovery of what truly matters. Meaning emerges when you take responsibility for improving your life, even in the face of adversity. It comes from doing what is difficult but worthwhile. When you commit to something larger than yourself, whether it's your family, your work, or a cause you believe in, you anchor yourself in something enduring. Purpose isn't handed to you. It's something you create through your actions, your choices, and your willingness to face life head on. When life feels overwhelming, it's tempting to retreat, to avoid, or to give up. But meaning isn't found in avoidance. It's found in engagement. It's found in striving toward a goal and taking on responsibility and in persevering despite the odds. That's where you discover who you are and what you're capable of. Life may be suffering, but it's also the only source of meaning. And when you embrace that truth, you realize that the struggles you face are not burdens to be avoided, but opportunities to transform yourself. Through that transformation, you can find purpose, fulfillment, and a life worth living. Life is not a matter of holding good cards, but of playing a poor hand well. This truth captures the essence of what it means to navigate chaos and uncertainty. None of us get to choose the circumstances we're born into or the challenges we'll face. Life is unpredictable, filled with moments that can feel unfair or overwhelming. But the true measure of a person isn't in what they're given, it's in how they respond. Challenges are inevitable. Plans fall apart. Unexpected events disrupt the path you thought you were on. It's tempting to believe that if only you had better circumstances, things would be easier. But there's no growth in ease, no strength built in comfort. It's when you face what's difficult, when the cards in your hand seem impossibly poor, that you have the chance to show what you're truly made of. Resilience isn't about avoiding adversity, it's about standing firm in the midst of it. It's about adapting, learning, and finding a way forward even when the path isn't clear. Every setback is an opportunity to develop that resilience. Every challenge is a chance to become more adaptable, more resourceful, and more capable. You don't control the chaos, but you do control how you engage with it. Uncertainty isn't something to fear, it's something to embrace. It's where possibility lies. It's the space where you can grow, innovate, and discover strengths you didn't know you had. Life will deal you tough hands, but when you choose to play them well, you transform what seemed like failure into something meaningful. In the face of chaos, stand tall. In the face of uncertainty, step forward, because your worth isn't defined by the cards you're dealt, but by your courage and determination to play them to the very best of your ability. You have to show up. You have to do the work. You have to be present. You have to be willing to be uncomfortable. These are not just words, they're a blueprint for unlocking your true potential. The truth is, nothing meaningful in life comes easily. Growth, progress, and success demand consistent effort, and they often require you to step into situations that feel uncertain or even uncomfortable. Showing up is the first step. It means committing to the process, even when it's difficult, even when you don't feel ready. It's easy to make excuses, to wait for the perfect moment or ideal conditions. But the perfect moment doesn't exist. Life rewards those who are willing to step into the arena, to engage with their challenges head on. Doing the work is about discipline and persistence. Talent or luck might give you a head start, but they're not enough. The people who achieve their goals are the ones who keep moving forward, even when progress feels slow. They embrace the grind, knowing that every small action builds momentum towards something greater. And then there's discomfort. Growth lies on the other side of it. When you step outside of your comfort zone, you expose yourself to uncertainty, but you also open the door to transformation. It's in those moments when things are hard, when you doubt yourself, that you discover new strengths and capabilities. Staying where it's safe might feel good in the short term, but it keeps you stagnant. To find your true potential, you have to push beyond what feels familiar and embrace the challenge of the unknown. Action is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. It's not enough to dream or to plan, you have to act. Even if the steps are small, even if the progress feels slow, the act of moving forward is what creates change. And as you take those steps, you're not just improving your circumstances, you're becoming the kind of person who can handle greater challenges and achieve bigger goals. Your potential isn't something you're born with, it's something you uncover through effort, persistence, and the courage to face discomfort. Show up. Do the work. Be present. Push through the fear of the familiar, because on the other side of that effort is a version of yourself you never thought possible. You have to show up. You have to do the work. You have to be present. You have to be willing to be uncomfortable. These words capture an essential truth about realizing your true potential. It's not talent, luck, or even ambition that leads to growth. It's the daily decision to engage with life, to face challenges, and to keep moving forward even when it's hard. Showing up is where it all begins. It means committing to the moment, to the task, and to the journey. It's about refusing to wait for perfect conditions or ideal opportunities because those don't exist. Life is unpredictable, and progress doesn't wait for you to feel ready. When you show up, you're signaling to yourself and to the world that you're here to do what matters, no matter how imperfect the circumstances. Doing the work is the next step. It's not glamorous, and it's rarely easy. Consistent effort is what separates those who merely wish for a better life from those who achieve it. The small, repetitive actions, the ones no one sees, are what build the foundation for success. Whether it's mastering a skill, pursuing a goal, or overcoming a challenge, it requires showing up every day and putting in the effort, even when you're tired, discouraged, or unsure. And then there's the discomfort. Growth and comfort cannot coexist. When you stay within the boundaries of what's familiar, you limit yourself. True potential is found in the moments when you step beyond those boundaries, when you embrace uncertainty, and when you're willing to risk failure. Discomfort isn't a sign to turn back, it's a signal that you're on the edge of something meaningful. The key is action. You can dream all you want, but without action, nothing changes. The path to improvement is paved with small, deliberate steps taken consistently over time. With each step, you grow stronger, more capable, and more confident. And as you push forward, you'll discover that your potential is far greater than you ever imagined. Life rewards those who are present, persistent, and courageous. Show up. Do the work. Embrace discomfort. Take the first step, and then the next, and the next. Because the journey to finding your true potential is worth every ounce of effort you give it. Life is a journey of growth. And the wisdom shared through these 5 quotes offers a roadmap for navigating it with purpose and courage. From taking personal responsibility for your immediate surroundings to pursuing meaning even in the face of suffering, the message is clear. Change begins with you. It's about showing up, doing the work, and embracing the discomfort that comes with stepping outside of your comfort zone. Each idea points to a deeper truth. The power to transform your life lies in your actions. You don't have to be perfect, and you don't have to wait for the right moment. Start where you are with what you have and take that first step forward. Whether it's cleaning your room, taking responsibility for your decisions, or finding strength in adversity, the smallest efforts can lead to profound changes over time. This isn't just about ideas, it's about application. Wisdom has no value unless it's acted upon. Reflect on where you are today. Ask yourself what areas of your life need more order, more meaning, and more responsibility. Then commit to doing something about it. Even the smallest step forward can set you on a path toward greater growth and fulfillment. The journey of self-improvement isn't linear, and it won't always be easy, but it is worthwhile. It's through effort, resilience, and the willingness to face life head-on that you uncover your true potential. So take the lessons we've explored today and make them a part of your life. Show up. Take action. Embrace the journey. Because in the end, it's not about perfection, it's about progress and the person you become along the way.